Ooh, I found some fun news.
Oh yeah?
A Bolivian pan flute orchestra has been stuck in quarantine on the grounds of a old German castle, and it's being surrounded by wolves.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That sounds absolutely fun.
Allegedly, they're surrounded by 23 packs of wolves and the ghost of Frederick the Great.
Cool.
That sucks.
One thing I do want to point out, we went to the... Oh, jeez, this town is very poorly laid out. There's only one path to get through here. You better follow it. So last time we went to this little circle jerk here in the woods. One thing I failed to point out is this guy's name. I am Lucan. He sees a cycle of wrath and dim light guided by destiny. Cool for him. Yeah, entire future revolves around it. He is actually the... let's start with that. He is the same Lucan that is... Okay, so it won't say here, but when Sarah gave us the loot after we rescued her from Garland, she referred to it as the loot of Lucan. So that's the same guy. So I felt like that was something important to point out real quick before we continued on. But now we have a canoe and we can blow this pop stand.
Apparently, the North Korean government finally admitted that Kim Jong-un cannot magically bend time and space.
Really?
I don't know why they say lie, but everyone knows he can.
Yeah. Why lie?
I know.
We're gonna buy some mithril equipment here. Oh man, do I want the axe or the sword? What does more damage? Oh, I guess we'll give the black mage a knife. Because, you know... You gotta be able to shank someone.
I mean, it's hard to shank with just your fingers, but it's not impossible.
It is not impossible. White mage can have a hammer.
By the way, Call of Duty World War II is free on PlayStation right now for some reason.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I bought the knife, didn't I?
Thought you did.
Oh, but I gave it... I'm an idiot.
So what bold opinions are we going to state this time? Some more Star Wars opinions?
Oh man, I don't even... Star Wars is a hot mess. I keep getting recommended this, like, weird clickbaity channel on YouTube lately for Star Wars stuff, like... Kathleen Kennedy angry at Star Wars fans. And I'm just like... Is she, though? Is she really?
John Boyega with loaded rifle pointed at Star Wars. It's like, excuse me?
If you say so, guys.
Dude, John Boyega's been a real champ with the shit that's happened, though. He's like, I got paid, I don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah. They spelt my name right on the paycheck, guys. Wow, okay. This whole weapon and armor shop. Not giving me a lot of great options to work with here, particularly for the thief. Well, I've done the best I can, so next thing we're gonna do is just sell everything.
Oh, yes.
Fire Emblem fans. Get ready, because there goes the Falchion.
Woo, bye. Apparently Spotify removed its 10,000 song limit.
It had a 10,000 song limit.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
For your likes, I think for playlists.
Oh.
I was never even close, but...
Yeah. I have never been, nor will I ever be that close.
I think my largest playlist is like 600 songs. But it's just a bunch of hot garbage memes.
I mean, like you do.
Because you do the thing where you make a new playlist every year, right?
Yeah. And it's really just the same playlist, but like updated. I'll take stuff out that I'm sick of listening to or add stuff in that I want to listen to more of.
Yeah.
It seems to work out pretty well for me.
Good little time capsule, though.
Yeah, a lot of times I will actually go back and listen to stuff from years ago that I've had, just to kind of reminisce about like where I was at that point in my life. Oh, I have 25 Phoenix Downs. I don't think I need any more.
Yeah, that's what I do with your playlist too, actually. I'm like, oh, I remember listening to this for hours upon hours at a time.
Yeah. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the town that had the dude that sleeps all day, apparently, next to a gravestone.
Listen, it's a good napping spot.
I mean, I guess. That's what you're into.
Or maybe he's making it convenient. Like, he knows he's about to die, and he's like, I'm just gonna sit here and they can just dig a hole under me.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you might as well just dig the hole yourself and lay down.
Yeah, and be like, can you pass the blanket? There's no blanket. I meant the dirt.
Yeah. The nice dirt blanket. Oh yeah, so now I have a canoe, and I can do this over shallow water.
Why do you become, like, a little Martian when you're in the canoe?
I don't know. It's super funny, though.
It looks like one of the... You remember the show Butt Ugly Martians?
Yeah. I remember.
It looks like one of those. That was an area where Nickelodeon liked just making things that farted constantly, because it was haha funny.
Basically.
Also known as DreamWorks Now.
Uh-oh.
Do you like DreamWorks movies?
Nolan says he can't hear me on the live stream. It depends on the movie.
They like showing, like, Boss Baby's one that always gets me, because, like, why would you show a plump baby ass like that? Like, it's supposed to be funny and, like, cheeky and sexy. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to show Alec Baldwin's ass, just show a grown man's ass. That's way more acceptable. Well, if it makes no one feel better, I can hear you just fine.
I'm sure you can. Where is this? Done. Okay. Nolan, type in chat if you can hear me now.
I can hear you. I just turned on the audio. You're good now.
Okay. Am I, like, blowing out the chat? I don't want to be, like, well, no, this looks... I'll turn it down the tiniest of bits. There. Okay. As long as we're good now.
Sweet.
Alright. Sweet. I guess I need to look over more at the comments thing. Oops. Good thing he sent me a text message. Hey, look, we earned 945 experience points and 4,000 gil. That's probably why I've been having so much problem with the stream, because I notice whenever I download the stream VODs, I constantly have way more audio issues than when I'm just editing the raw footage, because the mic is picking everything up fine, but I don't know, I guess I've got to learn to work better with the layers in OBS. It's such a foreign concept for me right now. What's that?
OBS is finicky too. Sometimes it'll just forget your preferences.
Yeah. Well, like, I was testing some mic stuff the other day using OBS, and for whatever reason it wanted to send the recording back to my boot drive again, which I have been...
Really?
Yeah. It's like, hey, we noticed you aren't overdueling your boot drive anymore, so here, let's just fill the boot drive up as much as we can until it can't hold anymore. Thanks, OBS. I totally don't have two 1 terabyte hard drives in this machine for no reason. That is some Neochu. This is the rejected Pokemon that gave kids nightmares whenever they went to... Oh, we're gonna experience our first game over, Jeremy.
Oh no.
Yeah, so, fun fact about Final Fantasy, the enemies are based on... Oh, maybe not. He didn't do nearly as much damage that time, but I'm doing nothing to him.
I'm not hearing any more game audio. Let me check the stream.
You're not hearing the game... Oh, no, you won't hear the game audio. The stream should have it, though. Oof. Big oof.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I hear it. We're good. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Because when audio issues come in 1, they come in 3.
Yep. That's usually how that works. So, the thing with these older Final Fantasy games is... overworld enemies spawn in a grid pattern, and basically whenever you cross over into a different grid, it's a different mob pool, and sometimes you can wander into a grid section that you are underleveled for, or you aren't supposed to be at yet.
Or they just don't like you.
Right. That's how you get things like the Peninsula of Power that I said I was going to cover and never did.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't tend to use the Peninsula of Power in this game a whole lot. I usually try to get it to, like, maybe level 20 before I fight Lich, which we were already at anyway, so it didn't matter. I'll use it...
Helps.
Yeah, getting lost helps. I use it more in Final Fantasy II's Peninsula of Power, right at the start of the game, because after you get the teleport spell in Final Fantasy II, you can kill almost anything in the game. I think my understanding is the amount of enemies that can't be killed by teleport in Final Fantasy II can be counted on one hand. And there's enemies that spawn that can't be killed by it, but they don't do a whole lot of damage to you, and they can be killed with fire magic super easily on that Peninsula of Power. So I just flee from battles until I encounter a group of those, and just keep casting teleport to level it up.
I mean, that works, I mean.
Yeah. Well, it makes it nice to, Okay, where do I want to go? I want to go to the volcano. Where am I looking? Okay, that's Alfheim. I believe the volcano is one of these two spots. Also, Peninsula of Power in Final Fantasy 1 is right here, by the way. Basically, the grid grouping interacts with this area that you're not supposed to go to until later. But you can totally get here. At the same time, you can get the boat.
Now, is this volcano full of eggnog?
God, I hope so.
Boiling eggnog in a volcano would smell terrible.
Yeah, it would.
But like, you gotta get the stuff from the bottom, it's more fresh.
We're just gonna do... Okay, apparently I can only cast Blink on one party member in this game. That's cool, I guess. Good luck hitting her now, him now. Do you think the white mage is male or female? I feel like they're very ambiguous.
I feel like little column A, little column B.
Yeah. I've always associated the white mage with a female just because the opening scene for the Final Fantasy III remake. But it doesn't necessarily mean anything. And I guess they did that in Final Fantasy IX too, with their cinematic PS1 opening.
I like how when you cast Blink, a white mage just spawns behind them and just starts smelling them like, oh yeah, is that Maybelline?
Isn't it? So good. Cool. Glad the thief can take a hit. Man, too bad there wasn't a town with a good armor shop. I'm not salty about that or anything. Na, 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 na.
Did you ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes. Religiously, in fact.
Yeah, I'm going through rewatching it again, because it's been a few years, but... Because it got super duper popular again, because I think it's on Netflix now, right?
Is it? I don't know. I bought it on Google Play last summer and binge watched it.
Yeah, I think it just went to US Netflix, because it's been in the South American one for years.
Yeah. Well, I remember when I was in college, the American Netflix had it. And then it just disappeared one day. And I think...
Yeah, kind of. Amazon Prime had it for a while.
Yeah, that's where I had to watch it a few years ago.
Yeah, but I'm rewatching it and I'm like, man... It's really hard to watch the first half of season 1.
Yeah?
Well, they had, like, no budget. Like... You could tell they made that, like, the first 3 or 4 episodes before everything else. As, hey,
sure.
maybe the execs will like it. And then going from that to season 2 is like, oh my god, holy shit.
Yeah, when they start to ramp up in the character development.
Yeah, they ramp up, like, their budget and stuff, too, and the story becomes less direct as well. It's not just going from point A to point B. They're actually having little adventures and episodes like Zuko Alone, where it's just sad.
Yeah. Okay. I just realized that since now I'm using a different input for my mic, all those filters that I've been researching all week are no longer attached to it, so I'm hoping that I'm not getting a bunch of, like, clickety-clackety input from this controller or my air conditioner that's literally right behind me.
I mean, I don't hear either of those through Discord.
Well, no, you wouldn't. But I have filters set up through Discord that basically Discord isn't going to give you any sound from my mic unless I'm actually talking into it. And that's what I've been trying to get going with OBS, but I mean, it's OBS. And I have to learn how to do all the things. Also, everything I've been watching on like audio quality is like, you should just get an XLR mic because it'll just save you all the hassle.
I mean,
cool as that is,
it's true, but it's also, you're going from the Yeti price point, which is like between 1 and 200, depending on which one.
Yeah.
Something that can be easily 1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you'd have to buy an XLR mixer as well.
I'm planning on doing that anyway, I think. I actually just got a notification last night about one that was on sale for like $100, which is not terrible at all.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. What? Oh, God. We're gonna run. Why am I, like... I feel like I'm very suddenly just running into enemies that... Nope. You can't do this yet.
Yeah, it seems like you're on enemies where it's like, hey, fuck you.
Yeah. You know what, we're gonna sleeping bag it for right now. Pretty sure this is the only Final Fantasy game that uses a sleeping bag as the lowest tier item, instead of the tent being the lowest. How did that do? Oh, we're gonna use the tent anyways.
I mean, it makes sense.
It's a decent progression.
Yeah. Sleeping in a tent with a sleeping bag rather than outside of the sleeping bag's a definite upgrade, like, legit.
Yeah. Oh, I'm aghast. ×3. ×2. Never mind.
It's the Blue Man Group. They're holding their sandals, ready to smack some pipes.
Okay, Nolan says it's super hard for him to hear the air conditioner at all, so that's good. It means it's barely picking up.
We're not deteriorating, or we're putting soundproofing foam and everything.
Yeah, you have Twitch open on your computer, right?
Yes.
Which means it's just you, me, and him, so I'm gonna take a moment and look at my filters here while we've earned 87 experience points from those ghasts.
Listen, they're just happy to come. The Blue Man Group, their performance is dying.
Yeah.
Just like real life. In fact, every Blue Man Group concert's different people.
Yeah.
They recycle them. They
what kind of a scandal would that be?
That'd be ridiculous. I feel like people would actually get pissed about that.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure, isn't there like 20 or 25 people in that group, and they like rotate it for like their Vegas show and stuff? It makes sense. I mean, it's a skill. It's a definite talent.
Right.
But it's not like juggling like 30 chainsaws on a unicycle. It's not like, oh, you are the only person who can do this. Essentially, are you a goofy goon who likes to play shit on PVC pipes? Cool, you're in.
Do you like to just stick around?
Do you want paint in places you didn't think you could ever have paint?
Create output projector. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, why is it not showing me my filters? Okay, apparently I can't edit audio filters on this, so while I'm live. Oh well, I'm just gonna have to suck it up and deal.
Just cry later.
Yeah, I'll be upset about it when I'm editing the YouTube videos down.
Do you have an intro for your channel, or should I make you a really creepy one?
I don't know if I want something creepy, but I haven't been bothering with an intro.
I want to start fucking around on Blender, so maybe I can make some, like, 2013 MLG compilation kind of shit.
Oh my god. I really
want techno.
I really want to I have the Elgato Stream Deck, and I really want to set it up with just a meme soundboard.
You gotta have the air horns.
Yeah, well, air horns, wombo combo, my name's Jeff, all that stuff.
I got a few good ones for you. Me and my friend group essentially have like a soundboard we play with.
Yeah. I keep trying to like Google search soundboards, but I can't find any that are downloadable. It's just like, here's a website I made with all these memes.
There's a Reddit thread that has a bunch of random sound effects you can just download.
I'm sure there is. I just have to dig around more, is what it ultimately comes down to.
There's one video in my friend group that anyone who listens to it will either get pissed immediately or die laughing. And it's just a howler monkey that's like, go, and then starts screaming as loud as it can, and it sounds like a European fire truck.
For whatever reason, Nolan can't hear me again.
I blame Nolan on that one.
Open up the stream and see if you can hear me. This is really getting annoying, and I don't like it. Don't like it at all.
Yeah, no, I don't hear you.
God damn it.
Oh boy. Happy birthday, buddy. You get free technical difficulties with every year you get older.
Like every time I stream right now. Like, this is beyond annoying.
I'm trying to think what it could be.
Well, as long as I copy filter, paste filter. Am I hearable yet? Guessing not.
No.
I absolutely hate all of this. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, well, we're gonna... If I can delete.
Oh, you're removing some of your filters.
No, I'm gonna remove this whole audio source. How about unhide all? Can I be heard now? Do the Twitch gods allow me to be heard?
I don't hear it.
Nah.
I hear me.
That's good. That means something in my life is working.
Well, Nolan, at least you can hear half of a conversation, buddy.
Side of this. Delete. Delete. Add.
Make sure you delete System 32 as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna delete all the System 32 stuff. Add source. Microphone. Yeti Nano. Done. Am I audible yet? I'd love to be
Yes,
audible.
you are.
Oh, thank Christ. Alright, so... yeah, hashtag blessed all the way. And I got the filters on there this time. So...
yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna have to keep track of that. I don't know why. I don't know why it hates me. The Twitch gods are 100% against me. Okay, so yeah.
You're just...
Now that we've earned 348 experience points, we can move on and hopefully... Oh, god damn it. I hate being poisoned. Can we talk about being poisoned in video games? It's my least favorite status effect.
Agreed.
Like, anytime I'm playing Monster Hunter, I actively have to carry around potions with me. Or not potions, antidotes. Because I absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
I love the trolls and how they're covering their ears so they don't have to hear the garbage soundtrack from Trolls World Tour. I'm sure it's not garbage. That movie made a lot of money, but I'm gonna be salty about it anyway.
Oh look, it's the butt plug with leaves.
Yeah. Neochu. It's literally an abandoned Pokemon.
No, it's a kindergarten drawing that somebody put, like, features on.
Fair enough.
Like, some kid was just trying to draw a mouse, and look what happened. Oh, there goes the ugly Martian in his canoe.
Yep. God damn it, where am I going? Why is my map not opening?
You know what'd be really funny?
What?
If I made you like a 37-minute long intro.
Would be a little funny.
It was upload a video, it's like the best tactics for Final Fantasy. It's just the intro and you're like, just play the game, and it does like a 20-minute like ending intro, like intro thing.
It's literally just 0 tips, just me saying, play Final Fantasy. Just play some vaudeville music as it's ending.
Like halfway through the outro, there'll just be like a little staticky, and then like it'll show like a random video. Someone's like, "Please, they didn't see this because it's not getting the long outro. I need help, please. Somebody help me." Something really cryptic.
I've been trapped in this outro for 30 years.
Gus has me chained in the basement as his editor. He says he's doing it. It's just me.
I can't wait for Final Fantasy II when I can adjust front and back row.
I can't wait for Final Fantasy II when I can hear the Rebel theme. The theme that's probably my favorite song in the whole series.
Yeah?
Yeah, I adore that song. I heard it so much because I used to play like just the beginning of Final Fantasy II. Much like you did with here.
Oh, yeah. Did you just get to the Dreadnought and think you won the game?
Well, it'd be like, I'd do that, but I'd grind forever. Kind of like just fighting.
Grinding in Final Fantasy II is surprisingly fun.
Yeah, I'd do that for a while. Then I'd be like, I'll pick it up next time. A couple months go by, like, oh, I didn't beat this. I might as well reset. Just do it all in one playthrough.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat.
I'm roughly halfway through my little casual playthrough of that game right now. Oh, the white mage killed something. Oh, look, the volcano.
Full of eggnog.
Oh, look. Paper plates.
Hey, look, people with jaundice.
Yeah, basically.
Please help me.
Man, how emasculated must you feel when a white mage or a black mage can one-shot you?
You're just a guy with jaundice, like, the dagger is so I can bleed out the bad blood and not die. I don't know why they're Tommy's grandpa from the Hanukkah episode, but sure.
I don't know either, but...
In our country, you have to get jaundice to live. Don't ask.
Alright, Mountain Gulg.
God, you know what that looks like? It looks like really shitty pizza.
You know what it looks like to me? One of the worst areas in the game. And
Ew.
I'll show you. What?
Drek has a dog.
Yeah, basically. Let me show you why this area is terrible. See all this lava?
Yeah.
You see how the floor is lava?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that fun gameplay? Oh, good, a dead end.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Oh, good, another dead end.
You're walking on bowling alley pizza and dying.
Yeah, basically. Alright, it's not taking too much health, but something that I've got to... Just another thing to be wary of through this whole endeavor.
If I played this as a kid, like, I would never walk in a lava and be like, lava will kill me. I play video games.
I wonder if the float spell's in this version of the game. So, Final Fantasy IV has similar dungeons where you have to walk over areas that can kill you, but you can cast float on your whole party outside of battle, and you will essentially just hover over it and it won't have any negative effect on you. You know what? Oh, no, that's just me walking around in a whole circle and there's nothing in the middle. Cool, okay. I had to do my little completionist check. Glad it was totally worth it. For real.
Are you Gus the Finishist?
Something like that. I mean,
I don't know why, but
this whole concept of me playing through all the Final Fantasy games is pretty much me copying Pro Jared, so I might as well copy the completionist too. And we're two disembodied voice talking over a video game, so look, we're copying Game Grumps.
I feel like we'd have a good time doing, like, a playthrough of Terraria on stream.
Oh, I think so. I've been thinking about a lot of other games I want to do besides the Final Fantasy series on stream.
Especially since Terraria just had that last update, too.
Yeah, I've never played Terraria, so anything that you talk about with updates or anything, I have zero ideas.
Well, most of the last update actually won't affect you starting off. The only thing that you'd have to worry about is they added a thing where you can place certain torches down in certain areas to get increased luck for, like, loot drops and stuff. But I'd have to look at it. Like, I have no idea. I haven't played since, like, the 2 updates ago.
Nolan says I'm not getting angry enough to be the Game Grumps.
You're not faking your anger enough to be the Game Grumps.
Remember how there were Earth Elementals in the cave with the last Elemental Fiend every time you walked up to a treasure chest? Well, welcome to Fire Elementals. I love it. I should have known
They
that
always
was
look like fire elementals. They look like they stepped in, like, caramel or something. Like, oh, my feet are sticky, please help.
Basically. And they're literally the same sprite, just color swapped. But,
oh, yeah.
Welcome to a theme that's going to happen in every one of these elemental dungeons.
What, you reckon shit?
Just those guys are going to show up in front of every treasure chest. Mithril Helm, which is probably why they gave me that option to, like, walk around the treasure chest completely, so I didn't have to stand in front of it if I were not a noob.
That's fair, that's fair.
Like, I started this off thinking, oh, I know these games so well, and I'm remembering all the dumb shit from them. I can't wait to get to Final Fantasy VIII, where we can explore some territory that I have not treaded at all.
I can't wait till we get to the MMOs, where it's just gonna be us like, hey, let's grind for 30 hours off stream so we can do a quest.
Basically.
Oh, when we do 15, we gotta do that one in person. That should be a one-night thing.
Yeah? Is that even doable?
Oh yeah, let me look up the speedrun record, because if we just add a few hours to that...
The how long... Just do how long to beat Final Fantasy 15. There's a whole website dedicated to it.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we can definitely do it one night.
Yeah? How long?
Well, the speed run is less than 4 hours, which tells me
I'm an idiot.
apparently we can do like 10 to 12 hours easily, as long as you don't do every side quest.
Oh no, I'm not even gonna do every side quest in these games.
Apparently it takes 50 hours to beat if you do all the side quests and everything.
Really? I feel like that's really short for a completionist playthrough of a JRPG.
Well, apparently 15 is pretty short.
Okay. I wonder how close to the end of that game I was when I did play that.
Also, when we have Final Fantasy VII, we have to have some sort of Butterfinger meme. You know it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm hoping, like, listen, here's the dream. Nolan's gonna share this with all of his friends, and we're gonna get big enough by the time we hit Final Fantasy VII that we can be sponsored by Butterfinger.
Or at least have, like, something on your stream deck where, like, whenever you get a donation of, like, $20 or more, it just plays a Butterfinger commercial.
It's just, like, hentai Tifa with a Butterfinger in her hands.
It's the commercial for the Butterfinger energy drink. It doesn't exist anymore. Let me see if I can find that.
Why was there a Butterfinger energy drink? I have so many questions about this.
Because they wanted to get in that market, but it turns out people don't want to drink a peanut butter energy drink that has the caffeine content of Red Bull.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, who'd have think? Yeah, it's called Butterfinger Buzz.
Oh, good.
Oh no, it was an energy candy bar, not an energy drink. But it had more caffeine than Red Bull, that's what it was. Holy shit.
I don't
You remember
know.
Snickers, was it Snickers Overcharged or something?
No.
There's a Snickers that had like Tory and shit in it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, what was it called? I'm looking it up right now. We need to know this. Since apparently all this stream is going to be is failed food products.
I'm down for that. I'm not gonna stand in front of that one. God, these
Yeah, it's called
things-
Snickers Charged.
These centipede things are absolutely nightmare fuel.
Oh my god. They look like they taste really good. They look like a
Centipede?
candy from like Kids Next Door or something.
I was not. I feel like I was too old for Kids Next Door when it came out.
I was the demographic when it first came out, but I'm like I watched it. I'm like, Pokemon's on after it, and I'll just chill. But,
It was one of those things where like I was just at like the cusp of being too old for it. Like I remember catching episodes here and there, but I knew it wasn't for me.
yeah.
Oh my god. You know what, screw it. I can't wait till Final Fantasy III when we have competent dungeon design. That's the real dream right there.
For real though.
Like, you know what, I'm preemptively looking at the dungeon map so we don't get lost for days in a third dungeon.
Alright, you want to hear some beautiful limited edition foods?
I would love to.
Everybody knows Dunkaroos. They actually came back.
Did they really?
Yeah, they came back right now. Apparently it's a little different, but they're back right now. I don't know if they're up where we are yet, but they are back.
That was my favorite after-school snack when I was in kindergarten.
Same. Not for kindergarten, when I was more barely just a concept. They have black pepper jack Doritos, apparently, or they did.
Black pepper jack Doritos.
That doesn't sound terrible, but
No, I can.
3D Doritos, I remember those.
Oh yeah.
Cinnamon Crunch Pebbles. Mr. T cereal. Pretty good.
I pity the fool.
Apparently Jack in the Box had curly fries that were onion rings.
Oh?
Yeah. Oh, this is a food that you understand why I want. Recently, they brought back regular Skittles, but they got rid of the trash green apple, subhuman shit, and brought the lime back. For a limited time, it was called Long Lost Lime Skittles. Oh. Now, Gus, have you ever had peanut butter and banana cream Reese's Cups?
I have not.
Well, Butterfinger BBs.
Yes. I remember when every candy bar in the world had to have a BB's variant. They were literally just chocolate balls.
Yep. Let's see what else we got. You remember watermelon Oreos?
I do not.
That's more recent. They look disgusting. Oh god, do you remember when it was like, what, 2 or 3 years ago, where every food had to have a unicorn flavor?
Oh, and it was like... I know what you're talking about.
It started with Starbucks when they made that toxic waste into a cup that people bought, and they're like, oh, it's so pretty! And it tasted like vomit.
Yeah.
Because I think it was one of the additives they did for preserving is one of the chemicals that's in vomit.
Oh?
Yeah. It was apparently it was like, I think it was 60% of people have a sensitivity to that additive, and it makes it taste like puke.
So, now that I'm glad I looked up a map, because, this maze that I'm in right now is 100% unnecessary. It's just all treasure chests. Oh, and I skipped one that's gonna be super important here in a second. You know how I went through and bought all of the mithril weapon that I could find? Well, I'm about to find all of them in treasure chests right here, right now. Hey Jeremy, do you hear all this clicking? That's my controller not working. Oh. Jeremy, are you still there? Cool, Jeremy's internet cut out again, so that's fun. And my controller cut out again, so that's even more fun. Cool beans. I see you, Jeremy. That's okay, my controller's acting up, so... you fix your internet. I'm gonna see if I can hook up a SNES controller. And we're just gonna stare at, the Shrek boys and their dogs. Rip stream. Okay, that should be better now. Jeremy is... Oh, Jeremy's back! Yay! I'm not by myself, and my controller...
Wait, what happened? Hold up.
My controller's kind of functioning.
Oh, it's being stinky?
Yeah.
So I found another weird limited edition food while I was gone for a moment.
Oh, yeah?
You remember the Smarties squeeze candy?
I do not.
It was a disgusting, like, goo that came in a tube.
That sounds about right. It sounds very 90s.
Yeah, let's be real. The 90s didn't end until, like, 2000. It didn't end until Pokemon Diamond and Pearl came out, let's be real.
Yeah, let's be honest with ourselves.
Like, I was talking to one of my friends the other day. The 70s didn't end until, like, 83, 84.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to wait for, like... You have to almost wait for the trends of the eras to die.
Or for new ones to show up.
Right.
Like, I feel like the early 2000s and the 2010s were kind of the same shit. Just... one had more internet. That's about it.
Yeah, basically. One had Napster, one had LimeWire.
One had Spotify.
Yeah. I mean, at least Spotify was legal.
Yeah. I was a LimeWire boy myself.
I didn't use LimeWire because that was illegal, and then LimeWire went down, and then I was an angsty teenager and I didn't care anymore, so I used FrostWire, which was literally the same thing.
I didn't use FrostWire. I remember people were like, that one's tracked by the government. It's like, they're both are.
Yeah, everything. All of them are tracked by the government. You know, your
Especially
phone?
now.
Your phone's tracked by the government. Spoiler alert, kids.
I know people who are like, yeah, I don't have a GPS in my car, like, I turn off all location services on my phone and stuff. I'm like, that's cool, and I appreciate, like, you going out of your way to help yourself, but, your phone can be off and still be tracked. I think it's for 2 days.
Yeah. Well, it's the conspiracy theory that's going around right now that I find hilarious is the ones that say the vaccine for coronavirus is just an excuse for Bill Gates to put a tracking device in your system. Like, have you looked at your cell phone lately?
Yeah, I know some people who say that. I'm like, why do you think Bill Gates would cause a world pandemic for that? It's like, you realize he could just be like, hey, just put this in, like, the flu vaccine. Just put it in, like, mumps of the measles vaccine, if he really wanted to do that.
Also,
way cheaper.
I'm sure if this were Bill Gates' intention, he'd have his assistants that work at Microsoft with him who are like, Bill, you know all the people in the world have cell phones in their pockets, right? And Bill, like, imagine Bill Gates being like, no, we need to implant them with a vaccine. Like, come on.
I don't want people who are just like, oh, it's Bill Gates, he's tracking us and doing the 5G stuff. It's like, do you understand the 5G frequency is in almost every house in America already?
Yeah, we have 5G in our house right now. The stream is coming to you live over 5G.
I connected through 5G as well.
Yeah.
Because my mom's very smart, but she was a little skeptical because the technology can be scary. I get that.
Sure.
Especially since she grew up when calculators were massive.
Right.
And she's like, oh, the 5G, like, it's bad for you. I'm like, I mean, technically you're right, but
It's
So
no.
like, not only
It's
is
no
it
different.
we have high
though.
routers, like we bought a 5G router recently, and there's 5G in our house.
Yeah, that's
Right
what we're
there.
doing. Well, I mean, the other thing too is why are people suddenly? This is 5G stands for fifth generation. This is the fifth generation of this type of signal. Why are we now upset about it at the fifth generation of the same type of signal? There's no other than its speed. There's no difference.
The speed and the range are the only two things that are better. That's it.
Yeah, that's the only difference that it makes. Why are we now angry about it?
I was also telling her, like, and plus radios give off those kind of signals too.
And they've
It's
been
not
doing
5G,
it.
mind you, but
Radio's been doing it since what the
20s.
yeah, almost 100 years.
I mean, those old TVs do that shit too. Like, there's radio signals everywhere. I mean, hell, your phone
Yeah,
is essentially a mini router.
yeah.
I mean, people just want something to be afraid of. They're like, oh, I'm not going to wear a mask. It's just the way, like, you're going to give yourself carbon dioxide poisoning. Like, it's like, do you not understand how breathing works?
Yeah.
'Cause I see people all the time, like, oh, you're killing yourself, poisoning yourself with carbon dioxide by, like, wearing the mask. It's like, you're not wearing a plastic bag over your head. At least I hope not.
I will say it is difficult to breathe through filtered air for 8 hours a day.
Oh, it's not fun, but you're not going to die from it.
No.
People will wear them for, like, every day for, like, 30 years when they're at work.
Oh yeah.
Like, I have an M40 gas mask right over there. I'm sure I wouldn't feel great if I had to wear that every day for 12 hours a day, but it wouldn't kill me.
But if you gotta, you gotta.
I hate people like, oh, masks are censoring us too. It's like, you understand when Spanish flu came around in 1918, people wore them then too and made fun of the people who didn't wear the masks.
Kind of like right now. I'm making fun of people that don't wear the masks.
Well, like, they would go, like, in groups, call people, I think the thing I read was they call them mask slackers. And they would essentially bully them until they went home or they wore a mask.
I kind of like that. I mean, there was some viral video that went up from, I think it was from Long Island, that in a grocery store, a mob of people, like, chased out some woman because she wasn't wearing a mask.
There was, like, a woman in her 30s not wearing a mask, and this old granny and, like, a bunch of fucking buff dudes are like, you gotta get out.
Yeah.
Let me finish my correction. I'm leaving. He's like, you're putting one on now or you're leaving. I don't have one. Alright, get out. And they just grab her car and make her leave.
Like, bye.
Like, I've seen people, like, I was in Walmart the other day getting groceries, and people will put it on until they walk in and then take it off. It's like, yeah, they're not going to enforce it, but they're not doing this because they really want to, trust me. They'd rather not have people who are completely masked and unidentifiable, except by, like, their body shape,
Oh, yeah.
to cameras in case they steal shit. Convenience stores are fucking weirdest, though.
I feel bad because anytime I only go to convenience stores right now because I have no reason to go anywhere else at the moment.
Plus, where you live, it makes sense, too.
Yeah, I feel bad anytime I walk into one and I, like, forget to grab the mask out of the car and I'm, like, walking around the store and I'm like, oh, shoot. But I'm not in there for very long, so I'm like, alright, I guess we're just gonna get through this together.
That's the difference between where you are and where I am. Because I'm like, what, an hour and a half south? Something like that?
Something like that. I'd be terrified of leaving the house without a mask where you are.
Oh, it's not bad at all. Like, but like, you cannot go in any business without one around here. Like, they will stop you at the door and be like, you gotta mask up or leave.
Yeah.
It's just weird, 'cause, like, I'll go in the convenience store after I could go on, like, a 3-mile walk and get Baja Blast because I'm a little slut for lime. I'll be in there, get my Baja on the way home. Everyone's masked up. I'm like, man, I remember going in this exact convenience store last year and I had to take off my head wrap to keep me cool because they don't allow masks in the store. I'm not going to be that guy. Or like when it's winter, I have to like unwrap the scarf around my face and stuff.
Right.
It's like, it's weird that in just a few months it went from, alright, mask, face completely exposed to cover up.
Yep. Cover up that sinning chin of yours.
seen so many bumper stickers where it's like, "You're a sheeple if you wear masks," like blah blah blah. It's like, I mean, no. Did you see the viral video? It was like this black dude. I think he was from like California, maybe like Oakland or something. He was from West Coast for sure, and it's in a dense city. And he's like, "Yo, these masks are shit." And he got like one of the ones you probably wear like at your work, like a medical grade one.
Right.
And he's like, but he doesn't even keep the moisture out. And he dipped it in like he poured a cup of water on it, and it retained all of its water and didn't drip.
Yep.
And he's like, oh.
At that point, you are supposed to get rid of it, though. Really, it's one of those blue, paper-thin looking ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I have to wear at work every day. Technically, you are only supposed to... What they teach us, like, when I was going through the class for my profession was, you are only supposed to wear one of those for 20 minutes. You are not supposed to wear them for room and all that. They're technically ineffective after that. But essentially, what we're doing by wearing them constantly is just keeping the air filter. If it gets wet or something, you've mixed that filtration system, so you want to be changing it at that point.
Yeah.
But as far as disease control and stuff like that, past 20 minutes, it's not going to do a whole lot for you.
No, but it's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing, and it is still filtering your breath, which is what our aim is for.
Yeah, like, I've also seen a bunch of people I went to school with, like, oh, the masks they're going to get you sick. And I'm like, well, normally, yes, they will get you sick if you wear them for no reason.
Yes.
But you only want to wear them when you're sick. But in this case, if everyone who's sick and who's not sick is wearing them, it makes it go from, I think it's, 15% transmission of just the sick wear them to, like, less than 1. Something
like that. My, the thing that I look at is, a lot of the Asian cultures that are, they constantly wear masks out in public all the time, whether we're in an epidemic or not.
Yeah, it's just if you feel under the weather, you just wear one.
Which was something super weird to me when I was in college, because I had never experienced that before, but there were a bunch of them that would just wear it around. Just, people of Asian heritage, or, like, we had a lot of, foreign students, basically. The college I went to had, like, the largest population of foreign exchange students in the state or something for the universities. So, we had people from all over.
Oh yeah, like, down where I am, like, there's a huge Chinese population of students.
Yeah.
It has one of the biggest things in the country on the East Coast for Chinese and Japanese and Korean exchange students. So it's pretty regular to see, like, a ton of people in masks when they're hanging out together.
Yeah. We had a lot from China. My roommate, my first year there, was from Mongolia.
Oh, China.
I think you mean... I think you mean mainland Taiwan.
We don't recognize the independent country of Taiwan or Mongolia in the United States.
Yeah? Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm. Taiwan is Chinese Taipei, and Mongolia is just China.
Okay.
But I think we recognize Mongolia as a region of China separately.
Probably.
It's just an appeasement thing for trading. Like,
I'm sure. I feel like that's a lot of stuff like that is just appeasement.
I don't think we recognize Hong Kong as an independent state either.
I don't believe so. And that's... Well, just Google Hong Kong news right now and you will know why that's becoming a problem.
I think we recognize it as Chinese Hong Kong.
I believe so.
Something like that. Like, same with like Macau and stuff, like all those little states that used to be part of China back in like the 1600s that were either colonized or tried to do their own independent thing that were then reabsorbed. We just recognize them as China. That geopolitical stuff's really interesting, though.
Oh, I think so.
Because if you split China up into states or countries based on, like, the different cultures, it'd be like 30 countries.
Don't let Winnie the Pooh know that.
Winnie the Pooh's not real. We don't recognize Winnie the Pooh.
Did you see the South Park episode? I think it was last season.
Yeah, where what's his name assassinates Winnie the Pooh with a garrote.
Yeah, he just strangles Winnie the Pooh in China.
What's really funny is right before all the COVID-19 stuff happened, I was pretty sick for like a week or two.
Yeah.
So I wore a mask in public. Or like when I was with my friends, I wear a mask. Like I can like operate, we can hang out and stuff, but I just don't want to get you guys sick.
Right.
And then because of that, I'm like, well, I had like some like carpenter, like painter's mask, like nothing fancy, but something. And right before all this started, I'm like, I'm gonna buy some flu masks just in case I'm sick for like another week or two. And then right after that, it's like, hey, shit's happening. I'm like, oh, nice. I got 3 of the medical grade masks. And I probably could have sold them for a couple $100 on eBay.
You probably could have. When everything started blowing up and they were requiring us to wear masks at work all the time, I was trying really hard to get a hold of some washable masks. But I had them in my shopping cart and I was going to buy them when I got home on Amazon. As soon as I got home and checked it, every listing for those, just black washable masks were gone. Like, out of stock. Don't know when they'll be back in stock. Like,
are you allowed to use those for work or no?
At the time we were, we aren't as of right now. Just because they're not as effective.
Yeah. Well, if you need some, I know a guy. It's me.
Yeah.
My mom's been making them like crazy. I know we have a few extras.
I have one that's homemade, which is pretty okay.
My mom goes real fancy. She has like the wire to pinch like the nose and stuff too.
Oh, that's always good.
And they're machine washable and all that too.
I should just break out the sewing machine and test my skills, but I haven't.
Yeah, like, me and my friends were theorizing. There is a slight chance I already had COVID-19, I don't know.
I'm and family. Already had it, like, back in June.
Yeah. I think I got it in February because I was bedridden for like 2 or 3 days. Like, I could operate, but like I was having trouble breathing. I was puking a bit, but I also get pukey when I get sick, so it's kind of normal. And then after a while, I was good. But there's also a high Asian population here that traveled frequently from that region of China and most of that area of Asia and here. Plus, living near a city, they'll do it too.
Yeah, the higher population definitely pushes it.
Especially since we have a lot of Asian immigrants here too, between our refugee city status and just with the high college population from China and all that. And the fact that I go to Chinese grocery stores because they sell really good food. Listen, where else are you gonna get real ramen for like $2?
This is fair.
Or fresh octopus.
I miss having real ramen. Like,
I have a ton. I have like, I think 30 or 40 servings.
I haven't been to a ramen shop in, I think, 4 years.
I've actually never been the one. I always make my own.
My buddies and I used to go to one not too far from the college.
Oh, the one all the way up north?
Yeah.
I mean, that town's cute, too.
Yeah. We had to cross state borders to get to the ramen shop, but that's okay.
That's not super crazy.
Nah.
At least then it wasn't.
We just take a boat ride.
Dude, when I was up north in the mountains, oh my god, there's so many out-of-state plates.
Yeah.
At one Stewart's, there was 3 parked next to each other. It was like Connecticut, Maryland, and then like South Carolina. It's like, what happened to the out-of-state travel ban for this area? Come on.
The Adirondack Almanac posted something, I think on Facebook today, where somebody had parked their car, a local person that lives up there had parked their car near one of the trailheads with a sign on it that says, "Please do not come visit, keep the spread down," and all that, and whatever. And I feel like a normal human being would see that, and you'd have one of two reactions, which are, okay, maybe I should go home and respect the wishes of people who live here, or, well, I'm not going to encounter anybody, I'm just going to keep going, and whatever. And you can take your opinion as you will with that. Those are the two reactions you would think, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about a third reaction where you get your own paper in, you write, just go sit inside your house and, like, hide away by yourself and, like, all this stuff. And it's like, really? How petty.
Dude, one of the people I went to school with, they posted that they had like a little beach barbecue at Green Lakes, which is just a state park. It's kind of close. It's like an hour drive or so. It's one of those close, but not really. And there was like 200 people there.
Right.
It's like, and none of them were wearing masks. They were not even 2 feet away from each other. It's like, what happened to no non-essential travel? Like, did you guys just give up after a couple weeks?
Probably.
I mean, yeah, the numbers are down. New York had their first under 100 deaths in a day since it started recently, but it's like, come on.
Yeah, still.
At least don't go to the beach. Like, small gatherings, I think, are gonna be okay at this point, but like, go get drunk at home.
Right. That's what I'm doing.
I already had 3 margaritas, I'm good.
My dad got me a whole case of beer for my birthday, so that's what I'm working my way through right now.
Yeah.
I guess I'll update what's going on in the game. I want to get, I can't use magic. I want to get out of this cave so that I can use a cabin or cottage, whatever they're called in this version, and sleep and regain all energy. Because I've been fighting my way through this maze for about half an hour. This maze had nothing in it except for treasure chests and dead ends, and I'm over it, and I'm just ready to progress through the rest of the cave, but I don't want to do so when my dark mage only has 8 magic points.
Understandable.
I
Apparently,
am so sick of random encounters. I'm not even halfway through.
you put in like a repel or something.
I wish.
I know you haven't been keeping up with Magic too closely, but you know who Morrow is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mark Rosewood?
Yeah.
He did a statement today that pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah?
So, the new set that's about to come out is called Double Masters. It's that one I told you about where you get 2 rares or mythic slots in a pack rather than 1.
Yeah, I saw that.
And there's a bunch of good reprints, like Mana Crypt's in there, Doubling Season, like a bunch of pricier cards. And it leaked out on Amazon, I think it was yesterday, that there's no MSRP for Magic products because they want money, but the average MSRP is going to be about $300 a box.
I'm not shocked.
Which, I think it's the most expensive one.
It probably is.
I think it is by like $80. 'Cause I think all the other masters are like $220 to $230. And someone messaged him because he's active on like Tumblr and stuff. And they messaged him like, "Hey, this new set looks great, but like," and the person was like, "I have a stable income and I can't afford this, but a lot of people can't afford to dish out $300 on a single box of Magic cards,
especially right now with the amount of people that are out of work."
Yeah, and plus, like, apparently it's not even a draft set; it's just a master set. Like,
yeah,
they didn't optimize it for draft or anything. And he's like, "Well, here at Magic, we're a business. Like, I'm not gonna hide that." And it's like, "Well, that's true." And he's like, "We're just selling what will make the most money, but average consumers can still get some of." And he's like, "Yeah, $300 is a lot, but like, sucks to suck." Apparently, a lot of people didn't like it. Like, I get where he's coming from, where it's like, if it's above your price range, then it's not for you. Get like blister packs, or get like those combo packs they have with like 3 packs, like the draft packs, or like get small amounts of just buy singles. But it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be like sucks to suck, pretty much. He didn't say those words, but you could tell he's like, this isn't for you then. Too bad.
I think they're going to be in for a rude awakening when they find that not many of those boxes sell to begin with, because people aren't going... I mean, yeah, you're going to have some people that are going to shell out money for Magic cards, but people can't afford to just do willy-nilly spending right now. Like, it's just not in the cards.
300's a lot for one box.
Yeah.
That's like a week's worth of work for some people.
Yeah.
That's what, half of average rent around where I am? Something like that?
Something like that. Literally, the job I used to have, that would have been a full paycheck.
Yeah. I've been saying for years, that market is gonna crash soon, and they are not ready for it.
No, they're not. The resale market for Magic does way better than their actual business does.
Well, and they're slowly trying to get into that, too. They said they never would, but, like, look at the secret layers. It's literally just selling singles.
Yeah.
And, yeah, they're cool. They have exclusive artwork, or, like, borders or whatever, but it's like, you're just selling singles for a set rate. It's not randomized. You know what you're going to get. You're ordering it from WotC, or I think it's actually Hasbro, but you're ordering it from the company.
Yeah. I know we talked about this last time, but I really think they need to go with the idea of, like the way Pokemon does it, where you will buy a tin that has the really nice card you want. That's, for the most part, they're usually viable cards for the standard at the time, and
yeah.
You just shell out like the $20 for the tin. Maybe you have to do it 4 times, but it's a whole lot easier than this way. The Pokemon Company doesn't have to like just sell it outright, the individual card, and you aren't trying to get it from a scalper on eBay.
Yeah, because what's $20 a tin, and you get like 4 packs, which is the price of 4 packs anyway.
Yeah, plus you get the card.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's not going to be valued as much as if you were to pull that card from the set pack, the booster pack, but it's going to function the same in the game.
Yeah, just throw different artwork on it. Boom, done.
Yeah.
That market, a lot of people have seen coming. Like, it's totally a bubble that's about to burst with all the shit they've been doing.
And I know there's a bunch of people that say if you're going to play competitive, buy singles. If you insist on buying packs to buy booster boxes, I really don't like buying booster boxes all the time. I'd really prefer things like a fat pack, or Pokemon just has so many supplemental boxes that you can buy that have 5 or 6 packs in them, plus promos and all this other stuff.
Or even those little pocket tins that had 2 packs in them.
Yeah, I think those are much better things to go with.
Hell, a card from the new set got banned in Vintage.
I saw that.
That never happens. Nothing is ever really banned in Vintage, especially right after it came out.
No.
But you can make it so you have... I think you can have up to like 7 mana turn 1.
It's disgusting, but I like it. Okay.
Like I think there's not thinking in multiple formats what they're printing. It's like, oh, this would be cool in Modern, and they're like, oh shit, we have Legacy and Vintage too. Fuck, or oh shit, we have Commander as well.
I'm digging up the map again because I don't want to aimlessly walk into this lava pit.
That's valid, but like, it's like they forget like 2 or 3 formats every set. Like, the whole thing with Companions is a terrible idea for Commander.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, if I tweak my deck slightly, I get a free card that's normally very, very good.
Oh, jeez. This room that I'm in right now is terrifying.
Oh my god. There's so much lava.
Yep.
Not to draw Magic too strong, but they need to do what Yu-Gi-Oh did, which is they crashed their own market. Because at a certain point, Konami's like, you know what, fuck it, we don't care. We're gonna print what we want.
But they also profited from it.
Oh yeah, like, I think they were down for like a year or 2. Better profits than they ever had afterwards.
Yeah. Because they were giving the consumer what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
They were giving players what they wanted.
The fact that the reserved list exists at all is fucking stupid.
I remember hearing about the reserved list when I first started playing Magic and thinking that it was a really ridiculous idea to have all these cards that you've printed that are super popular and super used a lot, and it's like, yeah, we're just never gonna reprint them again. Like, when I think of iconic Magic iconography, my immediate thought is the Black Lotus.
Yeah, the Power 9, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think of that one specifically because I feel like it has the most, like, fame attached to it. But the Black Lotus has not been printed since the 90s, and it will never be printed again, according to Wizards of the Coast.
I think it was printed 2 years ago for a judge.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think there was a judge promo.
But I think it was for, like, the Judge of Worlds, and there's only, like, 2 or 3.
Yeah, it wasn't something that you, as the everyday consumer, is going to have to get their hands on. As a matter of fact, it's probably harder to get because there's so few of them than the original run versions.
I mean, look at Gaia's Cradle. Great card. It's the land that gives you green for each creature you have.
Yeah.
By itself, it's pretty good. It's not stupid overpowered, but it's not bad in any stretch of imagination. When I first started playing Commander, it was like $60 to $80, depending on condition and all that. Let me look up TCG Player right now. Let's look up Gaia's Cradle. We'll go median price because we're median kind of people, right?
It's usually what I look at and work my way up or down from anyway.
Oh, cool. $500.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I thought it was still at $300. No, it's at $500.
Can't really say I'm totally shocked about that.
The issue with the reserve list is, it's like, yeah, these are never going to be reprinted. There's a finite amount, and people know how many there are. They have like rough numbers, like there's this many hundreds or this many thousands of a card out there. Especially Black Lotus and the Power 9. It's like, we know how many alphas and betas there are.
Yeah.
And all you have to do to make money in the Magic market is get like $9,000, buy up a fuck ton of Gaia's Cradles. It spikes up, sell a few, wait, when it dips back down, buy a bunch more, sell a few. You sit on 20 Gaia's Cradles, they spike up another $100, profit. And people are doing that with cards that aren't even on the reserve list now. Are you familiar with Gaddock Teague?
I'm familiar. I am listening to you, and I'm trying to like maintain the game too, but I'm also looking at the map.
Oh no, you're good. But like, Gaddock Teague's a great example. It was like $5 or $10 card because it was used in Modern a bit, and I think it's just a tiny bit in Legacy. Somebody figured out that the original set it was from, I think it was Lorwyn. It was a short printed rare. So they bought all of them on TCG Player one day. Them and like a small group of people bought every single one, and that card spiked up to $100. There's groups now where it's like, hey, we're gonna buy this. We know there's a low amount right now. Like, Muddle the Mixture is an example I have personal stake in.
Do you do you keep track of Alpha Investments? Rudy on YouTube?
A little bit.
He talks a lot about how people will try to do that, and one of two things happen. Or, well, one of three things, because you'll very rarely get to that point where, oh yeah, they managed to buy it all up and the price skyrockets. But you'll get it where people will just sit there and try to buy them all up, and the price ends up becoming too expensive for them to buy it, and they end up like just bankrupting themselves trying to screw over the market.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have it where people will manage to buy up all of this card that they think is going to explode, and it goes absolutely nowhere.
Or like it crashes because people are like, oh, that card's expensive now, we're just not going to run it.
Yeah.
But
I went the completely wrong way. I hate this.
Multiple Mixtures, I think, a 2-drop. And the only reason it's used in Modern at all is it has the transmog thing where you can pay its mana cost and get a different instant or sorcery out from your deck. Like swap them.
Yeah.
I had a foil. I got it for $1.50 at a store. It was like $2 at the time. I got it because it was pretty and it was good for control. Swap it for a counterspell. Easy. I saw one morning, because somebody wanted it, I'm like, oh, I'll trade it, sure, I'm not using it anymore. I saw that in one day it went from $2 to $80.
That sounds gross.
So I went to a local store, because there's a bunch around here. I went to one of them, and I'm like, hey, I don't want this, and nobody will trade it for me. And they're like, oh, we'll look it up. It's probably a couple bucks. I'm like, it's $80. And they're like, we're not going to buy a spike price $80. I'm like, give me $30 for it. Because I know you have Legacy here tonight, in Modern tonight. I know somebody's going to want it. Give me $30. Just give me, like, the fat pack. And, like, that's something that I'm like, that's fine. The next day, it dropped down to $5.
Jesus.
And the guy was a little mad. I'm like, listen, you didn't have to buy it. But I didn't ask for $80. I was reasonable. And plus, like, I'm here enough. I spent enough money. And he's like, that's true. Okay. But he did sell it for, like, I think he said he sold for, like, $40 that night.
That's not bad.
No.
That's, I mean, $10 profit for him.
And that shit happens constantly. Muddle the Mixture wasn't short printed either. It's a common. It's a common from Ravnica, the original one. It's so fucking stupid. In fact, I'm curious. What is Muddle the Mixture at right now? Okay, Muddle the Mixture's foil is up to $10 now.
The map is just beyond follow. I'm really glad that I'm not trying to just brute force my way through these mazes at this point. It is god awful.
One more thing on the Magic subject is, remember when building a commander deck was like $150, $200 at most for a decent one, if you're not doing super competitive or really specific shit?
Oh yeah, it's not that anymore.
I think the average is like 500 now.
Yeah, because Commander has skyrocketed in popularity.
Soul Rings are still like $5 to $6, and they get reprinted many times every single year. But they're also used in, I think it's 98% of decks, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I am not one of those people, though.
I don't know, I was pretty happy with my Dragon's Control, or my Dragon's Commander deck, where I had house rules with my friends, and I could use my Sarkhan as a commander, 3-colored one.
Yeah. So for multiple mixture, it doesn't even show when it was up to like 60 to 80 bucks.
Yeah.
It was so quick. But from February 2016 to August 2016, it jumped all the way up to $15 and then back down. Looking like an EKG, man. Fucking crazy.
Absolutely insane.
Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Stocks and Pokemon stocks are... They're not perfect, but boy howdy. Their market's a lot more stable.
Oh,
Shit
yeah.
only gets bought fast if it's being played at that moment, or if it's very collectible, like stuff from the original sets, or like super duper collector edition stuff.
Yeah. Well, they also care about their players.
Especially Pokemon.
Yeah. I don't play much of the card game anymore, but I tune in to the live stream all the time for any of their competitive events.
Yeah.
Because they have it right on their YouTube channel, which Magic does it too. But it feels very, like, I don't know, I feel like you have to be keeping up with the meta to an unhealthy level for someone who doesn't play it, in order to keep track of what's going on with Magic.
Oh,
Whereas
absolutely.
with Pokemon, I feel like there's so many more options. Like, I remember, I think it was 2014 or 2015 at Worlds, the guy that came in second place had a deck that nobody had really seen coming, that used 0 energy cards, which was...
Oh yeah, that was
insane.
crazy when it happened.
Yeah, he just had like 3 Whale Lords and a Suicune as active Pokemon because they had super high HP.
Didn't one of the judges like think he was cheating or something because of it?
Yeah, I think they tried to call him out for cheating or something, but they just checked his deck and everything was fine. It was just a mill deck.
Which, why not?
Yeah.
Because in Pokemon format, you have to be at least one active Pokemon. You have a big beef boy like that, you're good.
Yeah.
And just play all your trainer stuff and just slowly wait it out and play all the stuff that shuffles your stuff back in and just stay on and live.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Had some too. I don't know if you remember the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards or not. Like the originals.
A little bit.
This you're probably not gonna remember this. Do you remember a card called like Grenma Dumaju or something like that? It's like a red demon.
I don't think so.
Well, essentially all it is for every exiled card, it gets like 300 attack and defense. Pretty good, but back in the day, not great, because there wasn't a lot of effects that did that.
Yeah.
And the reason they printed that is so if you exiled your own stuff, it'd get bigger. So, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. This guy, he built a deck that's essentially like, I'm going to exile half of your library as fast as I can. Just to get like all your good stuff out. He had a lot of stuff that specified like certain cards, like name card names, get them out of here. And then he'd play that and everyone's like, what the hell does that card even do? And the live stream, they had to look up an old picture of the card because they didn't have one on standby for like the little info thing on the side. Because like nobody has played this in an official tournament since like 2000.
Right.
And that guy ended up winning the whole tournament, the whole Worlds. Everyone's like, oh my god, like, what the fuck? And that card, it went from an entire 20 cents to $3. And mind you, it's never been reprinted. It was a short print card. Stable Kanai right there.
That's honestly how I like to see things go, though. Like, There's so much more creativity in that than just using the same deck that everybody else is using, which is 80% of what Magic is.
Well, like, Oko's used in so many decks because, Elks. You can get rid of stuff, make it Elks.
Yeah.
One thing I do like about Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh! That I think Magic should do, a lot of people are against it, they should do first edition and unlimited.
I don't know. Pokemon hasn't done that in a very long time. They, I think there is incentive to do it. Because it means you're going to get the product off the shelf faster early on. But I don't know. I don't know if as a consumer I see a huge benefit to it other than resale value down the line.
Well, my thinking is, think about it. People aren't gonna want to buy out an unlimited edition of a card if there's a first edition that's a shorter print run. So for the people who are doing alpha stocks and investing, unless they had a weird fuck up in unlimited with like a misprint or something, they're just gonna want the first editions.
That's fair.
And as a consumer, it's like, oh, this is first edition, that's cool. And it gives you incentives, so like if you did the pre-release or if you bought the set, like within like, I think it's like 3 months of release or something. It's normally first edition, something like that. Nothing too crazy. Magic would probably be a month or two, but like, you get that, and you get the bonus of, hey, even if I pull only okay shit, it's going to be worth a little more because it's first edition.
Right.
And all they have to do is, they don't even have to have it say first edition. They just have it so like, upper left corner, there's a little planeswalker symbol that's white or something.
Yeah.
Or have it be so like it's white for unlimited, but it's like a silvery color, like the rare stamp. There's so many ways they could do it, where it's like it's very not noticeable. But
I think what Magic ultimately should do is go back to the white border idea. I know a lot of people don't like it. I personally like the white border. I think they look nice. But
I like
it
the
also,
future savings.
yeah. But I think it made it easier for someone to go online and say, well, here's a first edition, but here's the reprint that is significantly cheaper. Especially in today's time where you're going to like TCG Player or Amazon to buy cards instead of... You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only issue with that is specifically like 8th edition stuff, where some cards just had black borders for some reason.
Yeah.
But Magic also didn't really have their shit together. That was also in the time when foils looked like shit before that.
Oh, the old Magic foils were terrible. Well, they weren't all terrible. There are some that look really nice. I liked some of the old foil lands.
The main issue with 8th edition, and I think 9th as well, is it was all white border except the foils.
Right.
Which just left more room for counterfeiting, but that's not really... Actually, no, that is actually a really big issue in Magic right now. I don't know if you know that.
I'm not surprised.
I have a friend who knows a couple of the Chinese sellers and has bought from them just to proxy out his own deck, so he didn't have to pay for it, but... You can get, like, a beta Black Lotus for, like, $100 that will not fail any counterfeiting test.
Yeah?
It has, like, the glue, it has all the right print marks, it has all the right, like, alignment stuff. It passes the light through the card test. It passes a texture test.
Right.
Like, feeling it. And all you have to do is, like, give a little weathering to it, and it's almost indistinguishable. I think if you take it apart, you can notice, like, the paper threads, like, the paper is different and all that, like, the pulp and stuff, but, like...
Right. Well, that's the big thing. Oh, a rip test is the most accurate test, but if you rip a real card, you fucked yourself.
And if you're selling anything that's more than, like, $20, you're not going to let anybody rip it.
No.
you'd be like, give me half the money up front and I'll let you rip it, and you can give me half it's real. And then nobody'd want to do that.
Oh, I might be fucked. Oh, thank God.
The said friend, though, it was really cool because when I first got into Commander, he always brought 3 trade binders with him. He had one that was for the small formats, you know, Modern, Legacy, Standard. He had one that was like just Commanderable, just good stuff like Oblivion Ring, you know, the goodies.
Right.
And he had one special binder that he only brought out for people that he like could trust and he liked. And he's like, these are all fake cards. Do not try to get rid of them as real, or I will report you and get you banned. But he's like, if you don't want to pay like hundreds of dollars for these cards for your casual or commander decks, trade me, I think he said, $20 a pop. It was cool because like, oh, I could get. I remember he traded me a Savannah that was counterfeited.
I want to show you this thing here. So this is the center of the map where I entered in, and there are, if you, I just came from the left. That was the room with the red dragon and the flame mail. There's a path to the right, path to the north, path to the south, and then a path in the northwest, northeast, all that stuff. That room to the left is the only one where the chest is unopened. If I go in any of the other directions, all of the chests are already open and there's nothing in. The only other good way to go is this way because of the end of the day.
That's evil.
Yeah. And like you see how long this path is. They're all
Oh my god.
all of those rooms.
Jesus.
Also I want to clarify, we talked about the orb thing last time and the crystals, and I talked about how like they were orbs in the original NES version because it was the NES, and I was trying to make a point on like graphical limitations when I said that. I don't know if I made that clear. I don't know if that's the correct way to put that though, because in Final Fantasy III they went back to this idea with crystals, but they did use actual crystals, like what you see on in the top of the screen right now. So graphical limitations aren't really there. It's really more of a, how do I want to say it? Like NES graphics got progressively better, I guess, is the best way to put it. That, and I'm sure their art team got more experienced with what they were doing as time went on.
Oh, for sure.
And again, all these updated versions, they put crystals in specifically to make it coincide with the rest of the games that all use crystals. So anyways, here we go, boss battle time.
So, you are the ones who defeated Earth and roused Meredith from her slumber.
Yeah, that's me.
What was that?
Oh god, it blew up.
Oh.
The power of the burning flame is mine and mine alone.
I don't know, I just walked over a bunch of lava to get to you.
Yeah, basically.
Those who would oppose me shall burn in hellfire.
Already there, lady.
Yeah, I already burned a lot of fire in this hellhole hole you have.
Oh, so about the Savannah, there's a little story that it sounds terrible initially, but it has a happy ending. So I didn't run green white for a while.
Okay.
And there was a store, and they were like, the guy who like bought the expensive was like, I can tell counterfeit. I'm like, all right, cool. Do you want to buy a Savannah? You don't have one. He's like, yeah. And he was looking. He's like, this is unlimited. Like blah blah. I'm like, he's like, I'll give you like 74. I'm like, no, you won't. He's like, what? I'm like, that's not real. He's like, what do you mean this isn't real? I'm like, that is a high quality Chinese proxy. And I gave it to him, and I'm like, don't try to sell this, but keep this as a reference. And I ripped I told him like, rip a tiny corner. And with those ones, you could tell the glue was the wrong shade of blue.
Right.
I told him like, keep this as an example because they are making their way around here, and most people are not nice like me. You're a local business. I enjoyed the company. I like everybody here. I don't want to be a dick. Just be careful. Although, after that, they kind of stopped seeping their way into being sold. Thankfully.
That's a good thing.
I think because it's mostly because he then after that refused to buy anything that was over $150 from people that weren't in the store regularly or didn't have like proof that it was theirs, or like a binder full of stuff that's like legit.
Right.
Hell, man. It's one thing if you're ripping off Amazon or like Walmart, like a huge corporation that won't notice. I hate it when people do shit like these little stores, like they steal from local businesses. It's like, come on, you're just stealing somebody's dinner.
Yeah.
Especially comic stores, because they are not doing super hot.
No, they're not. There was something about like Warner talking about canceling DC Comics or something a while ago. Boom bam, second Fiend dead.
I read about that. Apparently they wanted to stop printing their like smaller in popularity stuff and just do digital only for that.
Yeah.
But then everyone's like, you might as well stop printing then, because people like the little indie comics from DC and all that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Detective Comics is cool and all that, and so is Action Comics, and Superman, Batman are awesome, but like, tell me about Condiment King.
Oh, so here's another statue that's exploding. This one has an elf in it.
How the hell did he get down there?
Yeah, who knows? This is another one of those, this is another cave somewhere else on the world map, similar to that one that I aimlessly wandered into at the beginning of the game, that I couldn't go into
be here yet?
Yeah. So, there we go.
Woo, we're, what, halfway through now?
I'd say about. I'd say maybe a third of the way through is probably better. Only because I know I'm going to go out of my way to find the rat tail and all that stuff, and I don't remember how linear that is. Finding the rat tail will allow you to upgrade, like, my warrior will become a knight, my thief will become a ninja.
A better thief.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the fighter becomes the ninja. I don't remember. The mages will become wizards. But now, if you look at the bottom, we have two nicely lit up crystals.
Whoa.
It's
Did you want to try to get another crystal tonight?
I don't know if we'll get a whole nother crystal, but I want to at least try to progress. Question is, where do I want to go? I feel like I want to go back to the Crescent Lake and talk to the old people again. I feel like they have something new to give me. I think after that I want to go to this town here that my finger's pointing to on the map, just north of me now.
I thought for a minute you were actually pointing out that you were just touching your screen, like, we gotta go there, like...
No. Finger on the screen.
Two fingers, oh god.
Yeah. I believe this is where I get airship, which will allow me to travel to the those two northern continents.
Hey Gus, I have a question.
Hmm?
Why do you have two right hands?
I don't know. Ask Nintendo. Ask Square Enix.
Squeenix, Mr. Nintendo, why must you do this so literally unplayable?
Better, I'll ask my uncle that works at Nintendo.
Is he the same uncle that also works at Sega and Sony and Microsoft?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he said the ogres are all named Drek in this game.
They are.
And he works at Nintendo, so he must be right.
I remember when people who said that were like, yeah, I'm untouchable, kind of shit. It's like, get the hell out of here.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember like hearing it for the first time and totally believing it.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, that's cool. Like, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
They have to be a massive company, and it's like, no, it's like 6 Japanese guys in a basement eating instant ramen and fucking Mountain Dew while they just smash keyboards and make games.
Basically.
Fucking my toaster has better computing power than the AS. Actually, that's not true. My electric tea kettle does, though.
I remember somebody, I don't remember who I was having this conversation, but it was about marketing in video games. How Nintendo does marketing so much better than everybody else. And they're like, Nintendo, this was during the Wii U era, and they were basically like, Nintendo is at a point where they could slap a Mario sticker on a broken toaster they found at a yard sale, and people would buy it.
I mean, look at their shitty mobile games, except for Pokemon Go, but like, they're all pretty bad. And people are like, oh, Nintendo.
Fire Emblem Heroes is the highest grossing mobile game on the market, I do believe.
I'm pretty sure Pokemon Go is second, actually, as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I'm here. I'm not streaming. I'll look it up for you.
And, you know, we can say, yeah, they're pretty bad comparatively, but they're fun to play. I didn't play a whole lot of... I played the shit out of Miitomo when that was a thing. My friends in college were super into Miitomo.
I'm so sad that they got rid of it. I loved that thing.
Me too. I wish there was a similar game on the Switch now. I know there's a 3DS one, but... the Animal Crossing one is okay for what it is. The
super microtransaction heavy, though.
Oh, absolutely. I played a lot of Fire Emblem Heroes back when it first came out. I haven't done a whole lot with it recently, but it was fun.
I'll play it for a bit, and I'll get off, and then
yeah, I'll play it once, not touch it for 6 months. Like how I handled Tinder, basically. Same concept.
Okay. That's interesting.
Super Mario Run was pretty fun. I didn't pay for the whole game, but it was fun. I wish I had paid for the whole game because I do think that's a better model for it. For mobile games.
Dr. Mario was a shit show.
Yeah. I remember enjoying it for a minute, but it wasn't enough to hold my attention.
Yeah.
What was the... Oh, they have Mario Kart Tour, which I didn't play a whole lot of, I don't think.
I think it's stupid that... I think that someone did the math and it was a 1.2% chance to getting one of the main Nintendo characters as a driver.
Yeah.
It was like on average you'd have to spend $400 to get them.
Yeah, fuck that. That's why Star Wars Battlefront 2 failed. 400 years ago it was wind, 200 years ago it was water, then came earth and fire. I don't know if this is the same thing before. The four forces make up the world. Power must be turned toward its proper end. Okay.
You want to hear the top grossing iPhone games?
Sure.
Number 1 is actually PUBG Mobile.
Really? That doesn't surprise me, I guess.
With a gross revenue of $2.7 million. Guess what number 2 is?
What?
Roblox.
That doesn't surprise me either. My 8-year-old brother plays Roblox all the time.
Roblox on my phone.
Hmm?
I have Roblox on my phone.
I don't.
I'll literally whip it out just to piss people off.
Kind of funny.
Pokemon Go's number 9, and then there's no other Nintendo games in the top 50.
Oh. I thought Fire Emblem Heroes did way better than that.
Well, this is also, that was just for the US. Worldwide, it's PUBG, Roblox, Candy Crush. Fate Grand Order is up there, too.
That doesn't surprise me.
Okay, you want to hear, as of February, the profits for each mobile game for Nintendo?
Sure.
Number 1 is Fire Emblem Heroes. $656 million.
Okay.
Then's Animal Crossing Pocket Camp with 131 million. Then is Dragalia Lost, if you remember that.
Yeah, it was fun for a minute.
123 million. Then Mario Kart Tour, 86 million. Super Mario World with 76 million. And Dr. Mario World finishes up the bottom with 4.8 million. They don't have the statistics for Mitoma, though.
I'm not surprised.
I love that thing so much. I didn't use it a lot after like the first month, but it's like, why? Why'd you get rid of it? I get it was more a social thing to see like what people would want on the Switch and all that. It was definitely for that, but
oh yeah, absolutely. It was also, I remember it just being a battery vampire.
But you couldn't really do too much after you like did like your questions for the day, which took like 10 minutes.
Yeah. It was very inoffensively a battery vampire.
Man, I wish we had half the shit Japan has for Pokemon Go over here. They go nuts with that shit.
Oh, I know. I debate why I even have Pokemon Go on my phone a lot of the time because I just can't do anything with it where I live.
Yeah, you got like what 2 or 3 Pokestops in your town.
Yeah, and I live nowhere near them.
I know Nintendo said they're gonna take a little step back from the mobile stuff, but I don't know what their next one's gonna be. You think it's gonna be another Pokemon one like Pokemon Quest?
I don't know. I mean, they've got Go, they've got Quest, they've got Shuffle, they've got
Rumble, they got all sorts of shit.
Yeah. I'd like to see I'd like to see them do something with Zelda.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they even just had like a Zelda puzzle game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to match 3 per se, but like something in that vein where it's just simple, baby, easy to do mindlessly.
They had there was a game I used to play called like Minute Dungeon or something where literally you just like
I think 60-second dungeon.
Yeah, something like that. He just ran through a dungeon. You tapped A whenever there was an enemy to kill it, and literally each level just took like 60 seconds to go through. It was a fun little. It wasn't like a groundbreaking video game.
It was fun though.
Yeah, it was just fun, easy to pick up. And I think they could do something like that with Zelda.
Well, that was fucking disgusting. I was pulling a bug out of my hair.
That's lovely.
It's stink bug season, so.
Yeah. Black fly breeding season right now.
Oh, I know. They bit me when I was up there. I'm like, boy, I might have to go into a Benadryl coma.
Isn't that always fun?
Oh yeah. Fuck purple drink, just sip a little Benadryl.
Yeah.
I could never get high off cough syrup. That shit's so disgusting.
I had a friend in high school who used to like get drunk off of mouthwash on a regular basis.
That's disgusting. Like, it's not that hard to find someone to buy you liquor. Don't do it, kids, but don't drink mouthwash either.
No, don't. He like ended up getting like super sick from it one day. He literally kept a bottle of mouthwash in his locker and would just take shots of it essentially in between glasses. Which I can't imagine gets you that drunk to begin with.
No. I mean, hand sanitizer gets you more drunk. That shit, they put stuff in there so it makes you puke.
Yeah.
Although, not the hand sanitizer that's being made right now. A lot of the breweries around here are making, like, liquid hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I've seen that.
One of them has a thing like where it's like, this isn't toxic. Technically, you can drink it. But it's like, I think it's like 90% alcohol. So it's like, don't. But you could.
Yeah. This was also the game where they turned the world map into kind of a maze-like structure, just using mountains that you can't get around for the first part of the game. You get the airship.
You know what they should have for the next mobile game?
Huh.
Advanced Wars mobile would be amazing.
It would sell like crazy.
Or even just a Switch game of Advanced Wars. Come on, something. Give me something.
Give me Switch Wars. Give me Mobile Wars.
You don't have to call it Advanced Wars. Just make it the same kind of game. I don't care.
You know that Advanced Wars is a remake?
Mm-hmm.
The Famicom Wars. Which is why I think they could easily just market a Switch Wars or a Mobile Wars under the same style of game. Which, if you're into that, Wargroove is really fun on the Switch.
Oh, is that the one that came out that's almost like a clone?
Yeah. It's very... it's like if Fire Emblem and Advance Wars had a baby.
Ooh, let's check it out. So I've had an idea for a game that I'm surprised I haven't done yet. I'm going to run it by you.
Okay.
So there's not many of these, but you know how there's some exclusively only can be used in handheld games?
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be awesome if you had one where you're the person who dropped bombs in a plane. And you had to use a little bit of motion controls to like aim and then drop the bombs and stuff. But then you could also use it as like the tail gunner stuff and all that. Like, not shit that's crazy where it's like you're like literally spinning around the room, but like just for like minute adjustments, like up and down, left and right. I always thought that'd be awesome. And the Switch can do it. Hell, the Switch has such great motion control.
Yeah. I think people that complain about motion controls didn't play anything past like the Wii generation.
No, or they're lazy.
Right.
Like, I'll admit, Breath of the Wild, sometimes the motion controls were a little annoying.
I didn't like the puzzles that required it.
No.
But I liked aiming with it a lot. Splatoon competitive has proven that motion controls are fine for aiming.
I did actually like the Breath of the Wild puzzles with motion controls, because I just cheese them.
It was those were the only points of the game where I had to not play in handheld mode.
See, I just like flip my Switch upside down and just like try to just knock it knock the ball all the way over.
I managed that at one point. I impressed Nick with it one day. Just basketballed it in.
I like holding one golfed one, and I'm like, oh, I just wanted to get over there. I was just gonna move it, but you know what? That works too. That game is still super impressive.
Oh yeah, I've actually debated picking it up and playing through it again.
You should stream it.
I might.
Oh god, that'd be a good drunk stream. Breath of the Wild. Just try to beat it as fast as we can while doing all the Divine Beasts.
That would be super fun. I'd like to do, just because I haven't played in a very long time, it was one of my favorite games growing up, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
I've not
I guess
played
two of my favorite games. You've not played Ocarina of Time, like, at all?
Nope.
That surprises me.
I didn't have an N64.
N64 was my first console that was, like, mine.
GameCube was mine, but I did have a PlayStation 2 shortly thereafter.
I didn't have a GameCube until I already had a Wii.
I love the GameCube, but I also wasn't into Zelda. My first Zelda game I enjoyed was Minish Cap, if that tells you anything.
Minish Cap's super fun, and totally worth being first Zelda.
I beat that game so much. I 100%ed each save slot, which was fun.
I don't play the original Legend of Zelda without 100%ing it. Like, I can't do it.
I went back and I played 1 and 2. I enjoy both of them. 1 way more than 2, but
Yeah. 2 is a very niche thing. You kind of have to... You have to be into it.
I played Minish Cap. Four Swords, that was the other one that was on the Game Boy, right?
Yes.
I didn't beat that one, but I played that one a ton. Because I had to borrow it from a friend.
Now when you say you played Four Swords, did you like have a buddy and play the actual Four Swords game, or were you just playing Link to the Past?
I had a buddy. We played the actual game.
Yeah. I only played through it once in the original version. They had, they released it on the 3DS as a download for the 25th anniversary with added features, including the ability to play single player.
Ooh.
I don't know what this is. I don't even know if I should be here yet.
It's Blue Cave. Oh man, you have Cheech and Chong here.
Blue.
Hagamido! Oh, you're not supposed to be here.
Nope. The statue resonates with the eerie howling of wind.
The statue's just ripping ass.
Yeah, that's the last fiend. That's Tiamat.
How bad do your farts have to be to make a cave blue?
Right?
This is where all the blue Pepsi went.
Remember Crystal Pepsi?
Remember when Crystal Pepsi came back?
Yeah. Came back the same time Pokemon Go came out.
I remember everyone's like, oh, we want Crystal Pepsi back. It's like, do you? And then it came out and everyone's like, oh yeah, I remember how bad this was.
It literally just tastes like corn syrup.
Yeah. My mom liked it though. But, eh.
I remember my grandfather was in the hospital, so whenever we'd go to visit, my brother and I would just walk around the hospital catching Pokemon, and we'd go to the vending machine and buy Crystal Pepsi.
There's going to be a generation soon where their fondest childhood memory will be Crystal Pepsi again.
Yep.
And then it's going to come back again and somehow be worse again. I heard that.
There's going to be a generation where their fondest memory is going to be Pokemon Go, and that makes me really happy.
There's going to be a generation where their fondest memory is spending 2 or 3 months at home with their parents.
Oh, God.
I'll be like, wasn't it great being around you? Their parents will be like, yeah, sure. Definitely wasn't living hell, babysitting you for several months straight.
Okay, I think I'm going to set this stream to BRB.
Alrighty.
Just because I don't know where I'm going. I won't lie about it. And I want to, like, get up and get a drink here, too, after I look up where I'm supposed to go.
Get some Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna end stream because it's literally just us watching right now, and I'll hit it again when I'm ready to start again. If
Alrighty,
you're cool with that.
Yeah.
Cool. So